Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Kane. For this video here we have some Dayz. This is the full release which has been much anticipated for the past few years since the original Dayz mod was released. So here we finally have it. This is the full game which can be purchased on Steam for 20 English pounds, which is around about $40. I don't know how they're going to deal with the exchange rate, excuse me. And there are some problems. We are in the early alpha stage, which does mean that we're like the doctors of, like, I don't know, 1800s, and we're kind of discovering new things about the game. So we're pioneers at this juncture of all junctures. And as you can see, I've spawned in and I'm unconscious. How long I'm going to be sitting here unconscious for, I do not know. But we've been here for around about 30 seconds and I'm unconscious still. So, looks like we might have to... Oh. Well, at least we know where we are. It looks like we're at Below Airfield. We can see the buildings here. And we have way too much gamma going on. Anyway. Still unconscious. I don't know how long you're going to be unconscious for. However, it's what this video was going to be about before I spawned in unconscious and thought I might tell you. Is how to configure your Dayz game to work best on your computer. So when you first purchase Dayz, you'll find that it's really blurry. It's just not a nice experience, and the graphics don't look as good as they should be. So a friend of mine told me some settings which I thought I would pass on to you guys, which you can use, and it should improve your experience on Dayz. So copy down these settings. Field of view, I normally have it around about here, but that's just personal preference, and so forth. I turn this down, which is enemy players. So if we go into video, we'll start on video. Make sure the rendering resolution is at your current screen size. So my screen size is 1600 by 900. Your overall, you can have it very high, but if you start editing settings around here, it will just turn it to custom, which is fine. So put custom, then whatever your screen is. So if you're, I don't know, if you're in 1280 by 720, then that's what you have here. As default, it's normally going to be higher than what it should be, so make sure you turn that down, and you'll get a few more frames. Brightness and then gamma, you can turn down according to how you like to play. VSync I always turn off. Sometimes it's nice to turn on if you've got a really nice graphics card, but the majority of you probably don't. So, and neither do I. So I always turn that off to try and get myself a few more frames. So if we go to textures, you want video, memory, and auto. As I said, if you have a really nice graphics card, you can probably max them all out. But auto, and then you can have your texture detail high and texture filtering high also. As I said, there's the very high option there, if you so wish. If you go to quality, so you want objects very high, terrain very high, clouds low or very low. The game looks like shit if you turn clouds off, so very low or low, doesn't really matter. And I've got shadows at very low. If we just jump into the rendering settings, these are the post-processing effect, and this is what makes the game look like crap. So copy down these settings. We have anti-aliasing disabled, alpha to coverage disabled, edge smoothing disabled. That can be turned on, and it will make the edges look a little bit more smoother, but normally I don't zoom in on objects on the floor, so I'd always turn that off. HDR quality very low, ambient occlusion disabled, and post-process quality disabled. And then you have the bloom, which makes the game look blurry, and motion blur is to make the game look better when it really doesn't. And that is the settings. I can't show you the settings because I'm still unconscious. How long I'm going to be unconscious for, I do not know. However, you can test out these settings and you can write down in the comments what you think of them. Why am I still... I've got so much stuff though. Oh, that occurred. That didn't help me at all. I press no. I do not want to respawn, and the game decides that I need to respawn. So as we can see, here is the Dayz Standalone. I'm a female, and you can punch people in the head. Bam, bam, ticket, ticket. Why can't I run in the direction I want to run in? Feelings, 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 feelings.